And this is very important. Make sure that you do this on keywords and ads. Don't import your keywords as ad groups because it just messes it all up and it doesn't work. I've done it several times. That's how I know. So add update keywords. I'm going to grab my list of my keywords. Control A, Control C, Control V, paste it. Awesome. So this can say one new campaign, 97 ad groups, and so on and so forth. Great. Finish. So now I've got a bunch of ad groups. These are all my ad groups. And of course, there are some things on them that Google doesn't like yet. Now I've did my keywords. Now let's bring in all the ads. Control A, Control C, go and do ads, add, update multiple ads, paste it in here, and voila. Now, I've got a bunch of ads. There's a couple of dupes, and it's going to, that's okay, because I have to clean all these up anyways. Now it's done, hit finish. Now, I've got a ton of ads. And now's the fun part, you get to clean it all up. Some of these, let's see what the problem is. It's just way too long. So I'm going to sort it. This really isn't a good timeshare ad. I could put it in there if I wanted to. See, I can fix it. And what you do is you essentially go through and clean these up. Now, there's not a ton of math. There's not that many. There's only 50 or so, and I'm going to delete a bunch of this stuff. So delete, whatever, cares, I don't care. Normally I would go through and look at these. These are almost all the same. Move this word up here. Okay. And so now I don't have any ads that Google doesn't like. But let's look at these descriptions. Okay, this thing, $29 tour, no good. Find timeshares, not good here. Those are bad ads. I'm going to delete those. Well, they're not bad. They're bad because they don't really apply to what we're doing here. This thing with a phone number in there, absolutely not. Vacation ideas and deals, not really doing that. Delete that. Let's go to our ad group cents, and on the content, 30 cents, whatever. And we'll do something very, very tiny. I'll do like $50 a day. So, oh, but you know what? I hate this name. So I'm going to do, it looks good. I can upload this to Google and I'm live. But we're not going to do that. I'm going to right click and choose Export Spreadsheet. And what that's going to do is that's going to export this campaign that I just made into Google's standard export format. I am going to take that, create the exact same campaign for Yahoo and for MSN. Let's go over here, find the file. There it is. Now I'm going to go over the conversion screen. There's a lot of verbiage and a lot of text, but it's not really as complicated as it looks. Essentially, what you're doing is you're going through the actual text file of the campaign, which is going to be right here. This is what Google exported. You can see the campaign, the amount, the budget, and so on and so forth. And this is fine for Google, but this won't work for Yahoo or for MSN. Great. What I'll do, there's one really key thing about this is that when you actually import or do an export campaign from Google to Yahoo, there's a lot of legwork that you have to do to get the keyword tracking and all that stuff to work the same. So what I've built in here is that if the keyword bracket is actually in the URL at the ad level, when it builds the campaign for Yahoo, it takes that URL and copies it down at the keyword level in Yahoo with the keyword already inserted into the URL, because you can't use dynamic keyword insertion in Yahoo for the target URL, but you can use dynamic keyword insertion for the actual text of the ad. And so we didn't have a lot to do there. For MSN, it's a lot trickier. For MSN, They have three params that you can use: param 1, 2, and 3. And so I've got param 1 set as the target URL, where I put the keyword directly in there. And if the keyword brackets appear in the actual ad itself, and you say attempt to do keyword insertion, then it will take the keyword brackety thing and replace that with param 2, and inside the actual export file it has all the keywords in the param 2 field. So that way you can still do dynamic keyword insertion in the ads in MSN as well as in the actual URL landings. Now there's also something that you can do. I'm going to click this button here, which will essentially preload a bunch of filters. Like, for example, on Google has a lot of really cool things: if content, if search, creative and placement, and so on, that you really don't have with Yahoo or MSN. But you can also use it for other things. Let's say you're doing ClickBank, and the ClickBank product lets you pass along your Google conversion tracking code in the URL. Well, so you've got a campaign in Google that you built up and you like. You want to move that campaign over to Yahoo. You can just simply put in your old, I don't know if it's Google equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then that you want to be Yahoo equals 4, 5, 6, 7. You just put the Google one and the Yahoo one in here, and when it does the export, it swaps those out for you, so your Yahoo campaign is ready to go and upload. I'm going to click Convert AdWords Campaign, Save. Done. Convert it to Yahoo. I'm going to do MSN also. Now here's a tricky thing about MSN that I was told directly from the horse's mouth, from a lady that worked at MSN. She says to do the search and the content campaigns separately. Don't put them together, because the low CTR, click-through rate, on the content will actually bring down your search quality score, whereas Google and Yahoo, that's not the case. So I'm going to do MSN search. Now I'm going to do it again with content checked. I guess I should replace that with MSN. Done. Now I've got these files ready to upload into Yahoo. Let's look at the Yahoo file. Now, also, Yahoo has some very particulars about the format of the file. It has to be UTF base 16 little endian, ENDIAN, I believe. This file is in the correct format. You literally just have to take the CSV file, log into Yahoo, and upload it, and you are done. Now, on MSN, it's about the same. I'm going to pause this and come back to you. All right, just to prove the point, I'm logged into Yahoo, and I'm on a dummy account with nothing in there. I'm going to choose, say, test, whatever, hit upload, and you can see Yahoo's going to upload it. It's going to like the file, and it's going to import it for me. Now, once it actually gets the file, it has to do some work and some thinking and stuff. See, oh, it's happy. There's no weird errors or anything like that. Import a file. I'm going to choose the MSN file that I just created for search. Hit open and hit import. And it's importing it. Still importing it. Still importing it. To this one, it was a search one. I'm going to go and rename this campaign to search. I'm going to change, you can change your time zone if you want. And you can see all the ad groups for this campaign are search only. Now, I'm going to do the same thing again. And I'm going to import the other one that I did that's called content. Import the content one, import, and it's going to do the exact same thing, and then I'll have two campaigns, one search and one content. And done. And so then you post this. That is essentially Keyword Grouper. Oh, one final thing. If you ever need support, we have a special support tab now. Click on support, and you will see live chat support. There's a picture of me, how to contact me. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. Let's see, anything pressing will be done later.